Nice one.
Yeet. Is that recorded? Yep. Probably should stop that. Where's the delete button that involves fire?
Where's the black fly that was in my coffee?
How? It literally took a brand new cup out. How have you managed to kill a fly?
Yeah, so basically we're really cold and we haven't been very productive, but we've spoken to some people about some wiring, which is quite important.
We have been productive. We've not touched anything, but we've organised a lot of stuff.
Okay, things have been organised, so yeah, we'll be doing that. Working out who's going to do the wiring, what sort of spec the wiring is going to be done to, looking at the power distribution modules, what we need keypad wise, what we think we can kind of double control. So with PDMs these days, you can kind of have a button that will do 3 or 4 different stages. What electronics in the car can we group together to reduce the amount of buttons that we need? Trying to just think of all the potential possibilities of what we might need to power in the car and how we're going to do it, where we're going to locate it. But the next step for the guy that's going to do the wiring is we need to map out everything that we've got in the car, where it is, what it's running, give it over to him for him to start putting together a spec for our wiring, which will be quite exciting because, as we've found over the years, wiring can cause you a lot of issues. Don't really want to get that again.
These drawings are terrible.
Don't be shy, John. Show everybody your work.
This is
a square.
This is a square.
So before we get too carried away with where we're mocking everything up in the GT86, did come to the realisation that the PS, the seating position, pedal, steering wheel for me has been about as comfortable as sitting nice and snug in the womb. So really I kind of want to replicate that in the 86, so driver feels at home and all connected and everything. So gonna kind of triangulate everything in the PS and try and work out dimensions from seat to wheel to pedals to hydro to gear lever and try and see if we can replicate that in the 86. This is so technical. So next bit of finding things out, the seat. Measuring up compared to the PS, we were actually able to move it another 50mm closer to the trans tunnel to try and get the spacing right. Looking at that, the head restraint on the seat then sits just inside the down bar. However, centre line of the seat, definitely different to where the steering column comes through, which will need to terminate here in the steering rack. So we're now trying to work out where we might put UJs in, or are we going to run it straight up through here so there's a better angle to where we'll clamp the wheel, and then you only need a slight UJ just to kink it off and end up right in the middle of the seat. But we've also got to work out where the pedals are going to go in comparison to that. Don't have silly ideas, it makes loads more work.
Just get a floor mount, like I said.
Nobody listens to you. Next debate is where we're going to mount the reservoirs for the pedal box as well as power steering, but originally we were thinking reservoirs here. A lot of people put them inside the car, but again for FIA compliance you can't have a reservoir in the car as such unless it's sealed in a box, so then we'd have to make another box.
Which we're going to take the camera over here. You're saying about making a box? We can literally just use a normal battery box because that, not necessarily we're using these because these are huge, but problem solved.
They are a little bit
They are big.
ugly. But yeah, I mean, even with humongously sized reservoirs, that still fits. You've still got your triangulation bar across there, and we can still fit the power steering in there.
Yeah, I can't reach the bar, but yeah, the bar's here to there anyway, so yeah.
Makes
You get the
complete
power
sense.
steering in.
Yep.
And then washer pump bottle thing.
Tucked in. Yep. No, settled on that. So yeah,